Was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, that is a nice touch. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Clipped into space. Chance!
That's just...
And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Seguramente serán un buen recuerdo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Carlos Alenia. Johnny. Johnny. He's looking wide. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Knocks it into space. Koundé gets it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Played out wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's managed to get free. And that's aimed into the middle. Punched away. Messi can get it clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Played in deep.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Luis Suarez. And it's Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Johnny. Johnny. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There's a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. 30 minutes gone. And he was quick to react. Pacheco. Johnny. Carlos Alenia. Tony Martinez. Out towards the flank. Very nicely done. Out to the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Great defending, strong and determined. Carlos Alenia. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it out wide. Deep cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Drives it in. Oh, what a climb! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's good play. Could try cutting inside here. Plays it across. A mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Edmilson. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Not the most accurate pass. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And he's onside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Spread out to the left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. And he's forced to go back. Pacheco. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Johnny. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? And that has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And he's picked it up out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get onto this?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Crosses it into the area. Triol with the clearance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10 será reemplazado por el dorsal 4.
They've played it short. He's in a great position. Great chance! No mistake! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win.
It's Luis Suarez! He has done it! Into the lead once more. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
En el minuto 82, el dorsal 18.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Into the last 5 minutes. It could be in here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Denis Suarez. He's had it taken off him. And he's had it nicked away. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Over to the left. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. It's a really well-measured ball. Luis Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Shot could be on. Messi. Messi! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So that's got things underway. Vermaelen gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, he's a real physical presence to start with, and for me, he anticipates the game extremely well. What I like about him most, though, is the effect he has on the rest of the defence. He's one of those players that makes other players play better. He's always talking.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That's a good ball out wide. And it's gone back to the keeper. Vermaelen kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Saka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he was quick to react. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
He's through here, and he was alert to it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's the throw. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. In with the challenge. Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the left flank. Back into the middle. Madueke.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Martinelli. He's found a way through, and he decides to cross it. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doué in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. Ball's played through. And it's Zanetti. Scholes. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a shade optimistic. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the ball's gone astray. Doué. He's gone for goal! In he goes again! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Timber. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. Real chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a key interception. Adweke. And it's Doué. And that's been won straight back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Saka. Saka engages and forces him off the ball. Saka really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's in a great position here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello attendees,
Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed. Panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9, Eucharist.
And we're underway again.
Number 41.
Arsenal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Knocks it into space.
Number 18.
Played in.
Number 7.
Well, yet another interception.
Has a shot! Bullet is always looking to break lines. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Saka. It'll be a throw-in. Crossed in once more. Nice interception, well timed. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get onto this? 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And here's Beckham. Serves up a cross.
The attendance for this match
ended up
was
in no man's land.
60,810.
Scholes. Played out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Scholes. Cross from Scholes. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Substitution.
Buriram United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti aims beyond the defence. And it's Zanetti. No breakthrough. Goes for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Scholes most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckham. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Zanetti. Chooses to go cross-field. Beckham. And it's Koundé. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bale. Scholes. Now it's Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kukçu. Zanetti. That has not gone well.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Koundé. It's Saka. Knocks it out wide. Zanetti. Delivers the ball. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And he's on his way! Oh, delightful ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Timber gathers from the goal kick. Over to the left. The pass has gone astray. And here's Saka. Shot could be on. And this is Beckham. Beckham! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And this is Beckham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pass somewhat off target.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he's managed to gift it back.
There will be 1 minute
Great
added
vision.
time.
Played into space out wide. That's a foul, no two ways about it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That was venomous. And the referee brings it to a close. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Ronaldinho making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul pinches it off him. Nice-looking ball. Bartra gets across to intercept that. Threads one in. Ronaldinho. Cross to the back post. Del Piero! And that has been clubbed away. Now he's got space here. Messi. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Now it's come to nothing. And he's intervened well there. Looking for a run-up. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Camavinga. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Danger averted for now. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, it's come loose. And reclaimed it in a trice. Has a look and plays it forward. Adriano. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Now this could face-to-face. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi, and this is Adriano. Played into space, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chance! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite...
Adriano! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Adriano. He could be in here. And he's on his way!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not the most convincing of passes. It's Adriano! A whisker high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's well spotted. And now they can clear their lines. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's Raul. And it's Messi. Adriano gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Back to the keeper it goes. Well, there's the clearance. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They get a throw in. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Fernandez. And this is Adriano. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Probing pass. Camavinga. And here's Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. Camavinga, and it's Azar. Adriano, looking for the run, and he's picked out the run. Donnarumma clears, and he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Messi. Adriano is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Adriano, looking to play him in. And he shoots! Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Adriano with the clearance. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's had a shot! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he thumps it clear. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's there to get it away.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 20, número 19, número 14. Entran número 7, número 4, número 13.
Pato! And that is doing no harm at all. Rijkaard. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. He can run onto that. Might be danger here. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pass is just off target. And that was very necessary. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This is their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, a delicate chip through. Pato gets flagged offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a searching pass. And it's made its way to him. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Ronaldo. And they can counter here. Adriano. And he's there to retrieve it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he's gone looking for safety. Nicely shaped ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pato shoots! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Searching passes played there.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
Into
compensación.
a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Kamavinga tries to play it through. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Pato. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Adriano. Oh, it's a great ball here. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away, and this has been great staying power.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional...
Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, this looks sharp. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard. Now it's Raul. And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. Well read, and the danger is... Great chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean...
Raul! He's done very well to get to that.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Decent chance! And he's quick to get it clear again.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And he was quick to react. That has not gone well. Sends it crossfield. Yamal could try cutting inside here. And it's Rijkaard. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Del Piero. Played back in. He's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Adriano. It's Adriano! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Adriano is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. Done delicately. Swings it across. It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Numero 15.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Ball's gone out of play. Raul. Somewhat off target. And this is Adriano. And the shot's Ronaldinho! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. He came in hard, very hard. Otto. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Adriano. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Adriano demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, terrible mistake. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking for the run. And Del Piero! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Otto, not the most accurate pass. Adriano, and the finish! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Hoisted in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Bullet. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the action is back on the way. Thuram makes the interception. Yamal. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's come in hard. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Perez. Batistuta receives it in a good position. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. The second half sparked straight into life. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gullit takes a look up. Del Piero. Corner number 4 coming up here. Raul gets rid without sophistication. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes for a shot! Off the post. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Otto. Well, that looks a decent ball. Del Piero. And he's there to make the challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Aimed beyond the defence. Clipped into space. That has been cut short. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Milan have the chance to go the other way. It's a good ball out wide. He's found a way through. Yamal! Nice a look and place it forward. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And this is Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Nicely spread. Yamal. Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Raul. He's gone for goal! Just off target.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Great defending, strong and determined. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's on it, can he get away? No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lofted in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And he's had it nicked away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Forlan with a real chance here.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Forlan! Milan get their 4th corner. They've played it short. Otto. And now a sudden chance to counter. Couldn't squeeze it through. Adriano floated through. He's face to face with the... And Del Piero! Oh, that's a waste. Otto. And that's going right the way across. And it's Perez. Nicely aimed pass. And that's a good real chance! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So is this the start of a comeback? Perez in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a smartly directed ball. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Adriano, very much the hero in this game. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that...
So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Pullet engages and forces him off the ball. Ekitike. Lovely feet. Aims beyond the shoots! Goal! Arsenal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Gol del Arsenal, convertido en el minuto 7. Número 5.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Searching pass he's played there. Now he's got space here. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And the counter is on. Oh, that's fabulous. Ekitike! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hernandez. That has been slung wide. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Hernandez providing an outlet, and the shot! And that has been cleared.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he cuts out the supply. And this is Pato. Jimenez cuts it out. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That is a great pick-out. It's Pato! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through. He has found the way through. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cross to the back post. Some resolute. He's having a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And this is Del Piero.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Adriano, and reclaimed it in a trap. Pato! Now, that's another chance! Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into space out wide. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He won't be happy with that one. Valverde showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Adriano! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Eze. Oh, that is a nice touch. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's got away. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Semenyo is offering a wry smile there.
Chance! Really well taken goal.
Gol del Arsenal, convertido en el minuto 41, número 18.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Semenyo in with the challenge. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. The cross. Oh no, this does... Goes for a shot! Oh, it's there! And that for him is goal number 10. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And there is the half-time whistle. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Señoras y señores, es hora de nuestro sorteo especial. Tengan a mano los boletos que les dieron en la entrada. Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 4.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Se está realizando un cambio.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where...
Can he finish? They've done it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 20. Lo reemplazará. Número 25.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Bale gets the call to seemingly universal approval. Shot at goal! Oh, it's gone in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Raya sends that a long way. Beckenbauer, Best, knocks it into space. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. And now the breakaway. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Gnabry. He's found a way past. He's found a way through. And he shoots!
La cantidad de
And
espectadores
he has
de este
kicked
partido
it out
fue de
somehow.
Eze actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, easy pickings there.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And that has left him in a heap. Hernandez. Semenyo tries looking up for options on the left. He's shifting through the gears here. And they've been given a corner. So, third corner of the game. Tries a shot! He scores! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's had it nicked away. Del Piero. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bale picks it up out wide. a shot! Oh, crossbar! Short changes him with that pass. Bale is in a really good position out wide. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Del Piero! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
He shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. He's free. He has got space. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Gnabry duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Big chance, corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
A header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, horrible miscue. Semenyo. Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Eze. Can he get on the end of this? He has found a way through. This looks promising. Fires it in low. Bullet looking for the run. And this is Bale. The ball has bounced loose now. He's played it long. Now he's off and running. And it's Eze. Floated through. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. 1 point needed to secure promotion on the final day. It sounds simple, but as we all know, football is often anything but. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter, he's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
And the shot! He's delivered all right! I doubt very much that this was in the script. Del Piero takes control of it and he's on the move, looking for a runner. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Adriano. It's Adriano! And he has kept it out somehow.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's an excellent interception. Oh, just skips past his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Adriano, Bergomi cannot be beaten that easily. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, perfectly measured that. Adriano! Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rafael Varane. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Del Piero. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Good ball over the top. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Half an hour played now. De Bruyne looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Bojan. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. Bojan Krkic is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's Ronaldinho. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Ronaldinho. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard, and he's managed to get free. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's found a way. He's gone for goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Out to the left it goes. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Now it's Del Piero.
That's
very disappointing, it has to be said. And this is Adriano. Del Piero. Azar. He's found a way through. Good ball, good take. That is great defending, so alert. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 19. Número 15.
And we're off again.
Número 20.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play it with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Vermaelen gets across to intercept that. He shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Bojan Krkic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Bale. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Drives it in, he rises! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Looking for options for movement. Still chasing the game, trailing by one.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 28.997.
It's a good foot in there. A vicious ball here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their...
There's the shot! Bale. Best. Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. And it's Bojan. De Bruyne. He has found the way through. Del Piero! Oh, bang on target. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marquez. Now it's De Bruyne. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that's well seen too. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
This is the time you need that pace.
Knocks it into space. That's been cut out, well played. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Adriano! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's searching through. Great chance! Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
Shapes to shoot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Great vision. And that has put paid to that.
Se agregará un
1
minuto al
minute to
tiempo
add, according to the
reglamentario.
board. Ronaldo in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Back in once more. That is a brilliant interception. And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game.
Señoras y señores,
They were,
saludemos al
at times,
cumpleañero y un
cohesive,
fuerte
very
feliz
capable.
cumpleaños.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Adriano, man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable with that monster of a left foot.
Can be a showstopper, that.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that's well spotted. Ward-Prowse. Laurent. It's a throw-in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Threads one in. And the ball is out of play. Worrell gathers from the goal kick. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Del Piero. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Burnley finding their passes. The ball has bounced loose now. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Ward-Prowse. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Adriano. Cleared without complication. Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now it's Del Piero. Laurent. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Tries to pass it through. Well read. And the danger is averted. Anthony! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Iniesta. And he was quick to react. Hannibal. And Laurent. Vieira. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's run loose here. Nicely weighted ball. Nicely spread. Laurent. And he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Anthony. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. Oh, such a clever touch. And this is Adriano. Ward-Prowse. Hannibal. Laurent. Worrell. Ward-Prowse. And Laurent. Worrell. And it's Ward-Prowse. That's Hannibal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Knocks it out wide. Played out wide. Pinches it off him. Adriano. Now it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Laurent. Ward-Prowse. And it's Del Piero. Nicked it back promptly. Looking for the run. Aimed beyond the defence. Hannibal. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're underway again.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Anthony. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kaka.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Worrell calmly anticipates. Hannibal. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Del Piero. He's got away. Del Piero cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he's there to belt it away. Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Best coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Just about up to the hour now. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up.
He gets big! And yes, it's there! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Foot in. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Hannibal. Del Piero has a shot! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish right from the top draw! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Burnley choosing to make the first change.
Substitution.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Anthony. Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's been cut out, well played. Hannibal. And it's Ward-Prowse. Oh, it's come loose. Big chance. Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution in progress.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
In with the challenge. Well, that looks a decent ball. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Oh, there's a probing ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Knocks it into space. Well read, nice interception.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Kyle Walker. Leading by just 1 goal and still some defending to do. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Walker. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Burnley could have here their final chance. They've played it short. Anthony. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Adriano.
There will be
Just
5
seeing the
minutes
board now,
added time.
it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Anthony. And he skips past his mate. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That was good alertness.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Out towards the flank. That's a shade optimistic. Iniesta. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Adriano tries to play it through. Oh, well played. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Adriano picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manner, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And this is now today's lineup.
Chelsea have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has.
There's the shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now, can they get him away? Shot could be on. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Manchester United.
That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking for the run. And this is Adriano. Great ball, shapes to shoot! Goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Lahm does well to get it back. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a quick one. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Iniesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? James. And it's Caicedo. Chelsea finding their passes. He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Caicedo. Can he get it through? Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 14, Ruud Gullit.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hato, Palmer, Fernandez, and it's Fernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Neto. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, they can break here. Looking to play him in. That has been slung wide. Now the delivery. Palmer. Adriano. Not the most accurate pass. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's Caicedo. James. For Pedro Neto. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. James. And it's Caicedo. Fernandez. Fernandez really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Caicedo, and he's had it nicked away. Iniesta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gullit. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Fernandez. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. Great chance! A whisker away from making it 4.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Palmer. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Iniesta. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been... Adriano! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sanchez claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Palmer. And it's Hato.
2 added minutes has been
João
indicated.
Pedro. Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Hato. He's picked his way through. Del Piero. That has not gone well. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the action is back on the way. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. And Hullet! Oh, crossbar! Chalobah can get it clear. Palmer. Joao Pedro. Fernandez. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. The muscular approach does pay off here. Pedro Neto is fouled. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Oh, sweet feet.
Oh, that's fabulous. Yep, it's a corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. Kaka.
And it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Tries to pass it through. Pedro Neto is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No joy this time. Palmer. And it's Hato. Nicked it back promptly. And Fernandez. Caicedo. And it's Hato. He is through here. Caicedo finds himself offside. Chalobah. Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. Hato. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for options for movement. And he's there to get it away. In by Del Piero. James.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lahm demonstrating his defensive quality there. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, perfectly measured that. And this is Del Piero. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And now he has two.
Number 20.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Number
Now it's
7.
Del Piero. Del Piero! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 73 minutes is number 10, Adriano.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's a pretty loose pass. Fernandez. He shifted it to the flank. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hato. Palmer. It's a throw-in. And it's Palmer. It'll be a throw-in. Bullet stood up well to him there. He's a sharp little ball here. Hato. Caicedo receives it in a good position here. That is ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. Bullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
That looks a good ball through. And Del Piero! Oh, terrific save. Hato. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he was quick to react. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chalobah.
3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Lovely pass, but can he get... Adriano! That's really well cleared. Fernandez. Liam Talat. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Del Piero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into...
Header! Off the post! He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Pato. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's Zico! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bullet. And it's Messi. It's played through for him. Ronaldinho. Now then, the ball's come loose. Could try cutting inside here. Aimed in towards the centre. Pato. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Zico. First quarter of an hour gone. And there's green grass ahead of him.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well played right into his path. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that's well seen too. That has not gone well. Xavi Alonso. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's gone looking for safety. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pato.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played into space. And he's running. Adriano! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Shevchenko. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that could set him on his way. And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big! Linked with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And here's Pato. That is good strength. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Driven forward. Vermaelen does well to get it back. Saliba. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Looking for the run. He's found the way through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, important interception. Del Piero. That's a little off target. And it's Messi. And here's Shevchenko. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Nicely aimed pass. Vermaelen promptly onto that, and that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 19, número 9. Entran número 4.
There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. That's headed upfield.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. This ended up in no man's land. Now it's Pato. Aimed beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Pato. And this is Zico. He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Costa Curta gets a foot in and wins the ball. And here's Pato. Threads one in. Now it's Shevchenko. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Neither shoots! Oh, off the bar! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he cuts out the supply. Adriano. And he's intervened well there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Del Piero! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Del Piero really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
He's through here. And Del Piero! Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Adriano is offering a wry smile there. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. And he's cut it out. And that should get the job done. Out for a throw. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And this is Pato. Pass somewhat off target. Makaleli cannot be beaten that easily. Quality ball. Thuram cuts it out. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pato! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Zico goes short. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pato. And that's put paid to a promising move. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Pato. Xabi Alonso kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great pressure, plenty of it. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And it's Zico. It's Zico! And that's caused a worry or two.
Zico really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and
goes for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Looking for a runner, chips it through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Zico stood up well to him there. Now it's Pato. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Pato. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Pato! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.